What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Husker Army Podcast with your host, Brian Knutzen, co-host Kenny Cheatham, and co-host Matthew Sass, our recruiting guru. Yeah, I won national championships, but I'm just a regular dude. Brian, he's insane. He loves the Huskers. And Matt, that guy knows everything about recruiting. Brought to you by Hurrdat Sports. Please make sure, got to use a comment when I talk, that you hit that like button. Like and subscribe. We need you. We want you. Also, don't forget to check out the merch. We took it off the bottom, so I'm going to say it to you. It is shop.hurrdat Sports. We have a lot of cool things. We have beanies, dad hats, mugs, whatever those little metal things everybody goes crazy for. I just call them little things that keep your stuff cold, and T-shirts. But it's me. We're trying to get sweaters. I might even want some socks and drawers. But hey, Hurrdat, hook it up. So we are here with the Husker Army. We're going to recap the game, and let's get it on, B. Today, man, I did the intro. You guys rock with it.
I love it, Kenny. Man, to hell with it. You're doing it from now on, bro.
No way. No bueno. Having some fun today.
That was more slick than I ever could have done myself. And
man.
I'm just willing to bet people are tired of hearing me do it every time. Even I'm tired of hearing me do it every time.
Hey, man.
Like when we watch the episode, my buddy that I work with, he'll watch it every Monday night at work, because that's the first night we work together for the week. And he even goes, he's like, I'm sorry, brother, but I fast forward through all the plugs and stuff. Like, I totally get it, dude. It's literally the same thing every time, damn near same cadence. It had to be boring. But hey, hell with that. You sauce it up.
It's like customer service when you have to say the same thing. Oh, thank you for this and that. We value your feedback. Please take the short survey about your experience. Hey, I mean, it's robotic. You got to do it. When you do it all the time, it becomes second nature.
Oh, yeah. And you put the sauce on it, dude. I loved it. Smooth caramel voice, just welcoming folks in.
You want me to do some You'll Never Find?
Dude, we should do a karaoke episode.
Someone to love you like I do. You'll never find.
Folks, we are turning Kenny loose, if you haven't noticed. With the cuffs are off. He's out the cage. It's on.
Yeah.
It is on.
Here. Let's get it. Let's get busy.
All right. Hell yeah, Kenny. Well, hey, I mean, look, dude, we get to talk about another win. Hallelujah. I mean, we were expecting it. What was it? 59-7. So, I mean, it was over at halftime. They had scored more points by halftime than they did the week prior against Akron. But they gave up that one damn touchdown. I mean, look, if I'm going to nitpick anything, it's not the fact that they even got points. It's how they got the points. Come on, right? You had him in the backfield. And when he went back to the left, how in the world was none of our secondary at least somewhere roving in the middle?
Probably because they ran up thinking it was going to be a sack and relaxed on the coverage. That happens, man. I'll give you an example when it happened in a game that I was in. Not my favorite game we played in because we really got taxed. And that's hard to say being in Nebraska. But that's how Keith Poole got open against Arizona State.
Oh, 96.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
they had Jake. Yeah, they had Jake. Secondary kind of relaxed a little bit, threw it to him. He got it. Open touchdown. So
damn,
it happens. It happens. You just have to. It's almost a double-edged sword. You have to. You want to stay on your man, but you also want to pay attention to what's going on. So it's almost like as a DB, you don't want to get caught slipping with your eyes in the backfield, but you have to at times to kind of see, when the ball is being let go, etc.
Oh yeah.
It happens.
Well, might as well show everybody the score for anybody that's watching. Maybe you missed the game. I don't know what the hell you were doing then, but there you go. It was 59-7. And, I mean, Kenny, we'll just roll right into the team stats. I mean, if you check them out there, it's obviously one-sided, but they didn't quite put up the yardage they did against Akron. I mean, there was no 700 yards of total offense. I mean, 554, I'll take that any day of the week, of course. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, you look at all this, and let me get this stupid little banner off there for a quick second, because it always cuts off the time of possession. But there you go. Mm-hmm. Time of possession, again, just like Akron, was pretty even. We had it for maybe roughly about 45 more seconds, 50. Mm-hmm. It was well less than a minute. We had it longer. So
34.
Exactly. I'm excited to see things like this, Kenny. I really am. The rushing yards, almost 200, 192. We held them under 100. And again, the passing yardage, 362 by everybody that got to play in that game on our side there. But the secondary, Kenny, I mean, my God, they held another team 3 weeks in a row to under 70 yards passing. They have yet to surrender 70 yards passing total.
Right. And look at that stat. Bring it back up for me.
Absolutely.
Here's one thing people should look at. I mean, you pay attention to it, but if you see the first downs, that means we had, even though it was a blowout and the other players we played on the roster, that means we had, even though we had just 34 seconds left of possession time?
Roughly, yeah.
It looks like our possessions were, how can I say it, more sustained. If you're going off yards,
yes,
that can be them having quick possessions in totality of time, but us scoring quickly. I mean, it sounds contradictory, but us scoring, with drives and then them getting the ball back. So it kind of sends mixed signals, because you would think that game like before would be a lot closer. As it was with Akron, even though it was the same blowout. You know what I mean? Those numbers would throw you off, because if I look to you and say they had 11 first downs, we had 30, you're going to say absolute rout.
Yes.
But then when you say, well, what was the time of possession? And I literally give you 29 minutes and 43 seconds and 30 minutes and 17 seconds, you're going to say, how did that happen?
Yes.
You know what I mean? But when you look at field position and things like that and how we jumped on them so quick, it totally makes a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and the stat I like paying attention to myself, I mean, I'm hoping to God I'm not jinxing it here, knock on wood, the turnovers, man.
Right.
We have gone, I believe, we did have that one turnover against Cincinnati by Emmett. That is a freak thing. We know that. But Raiola's turnover free right now.
And that's good.
It's amazing.
And that's good. And he's controlling. Granted, it is lower tier teams these last two games.
Yes.
But to see him, maybe it'll help with his confidence going into this week's game. And that's what you want to see. And like we spoke about, all three of us and our guests, these should be the games that you build in going to the meat and fabric.
Yes.
And the guts of your season, which we're getting into right now. So, and we have a schedule that's favorable.
Yes.
To where we can have a decent year. So,
yes, a very good word to use there, Kenny. Favorable, not easy.
Yeah.
But favorable. It's definitely more favorable than what we've seen in some recent years.
Yeah. When's the last time we started off 3-0?
Well, we did last year, I believe, and then we ran into Illinois in game 4, I think it was. So we ended up 3-1. But this we haven't started out 3-0 in 2 straight seasons for a while.
But 3-0, which you're right, and I had to look back at thinking about it. But 3-0, where it's not a trillion mistakes with that 3-0 that you can sit up here and we can sit up on here and say, why didn't they do that? Why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if this was last year, we would have still been ranting and raving about special teams.
And Kananen, what? Come on, dude. And look, I know we're kind of rushing through things, but look, I'm going to tell everybody right now, we're going to start keeping episodes to roughly at the longest an hour and 15 minutes. We apologize for the hour 45 minute, 2 hour run times, but hey, it was the first couple games. We're excited. So we'll get that. But anyways, I digress there. But like our punter, Archie, 2 weeks in a row, the poor man hasn't even seen the field. And Kenny, I cannot remember a time, even in our glory days, that we went 2 straight games with a punter not even seeing the field.
Yeah, that's something. He saw the field just from the sideline. Actually between the lines. Nah, buddy was over there chilling. So, I mean, it's good. That means we're doing something. but I'm sure it's going to be different this week. And hopefully he stayed focused and he's preparing himself to hopefully not punt as much, but expecting to go in the game to punt. I mean, you know that's going to happen when you're playing teams. You're just you have more horses in the stable then.
Mm-hmm.
You have more. I hate to use this now. I'm not going to use that analogy in today's times because people are so sensitive. But it's just you have more gas in the gas tank.
There we go. I like that one. There we go.
You know what I mean? It's just what it is. You small farm, big farm. Let's put it that way.
I like
it. You have a small amount of livestock. Not calling it by livestock, and I have 2 acres compared to 300 acres of livestock. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Grass fed, naturally fed. I'm clowning everybody, but the point, y'all get the point that you know that's normal. You can see certain things when you watch it, and I'm sure I'll bring this to people's attention. You can see there was obvious size, body shapes, and just appearance, physical appearance.
There we go.
Some physical appearance. You know, when you play teams like that, what you hope even as the opposing team is, I hope we don't break these guys down to where they start getting hurt.
Yeah.
Because we know they don't have the numbers.
Exactly. And they were getting guys dropping. Houston Christian was. I think they had at least one every quarter, if not more than one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like how you put it. They sustained the drives. That's something that was kind of a bugaboo last year. I mean, they could start white hot in that first half, but then we saw it numerous times in that second half. 3 points, maybe 10, many times 0.
Colorado game.
Exactly. Case in point right there. I mean, going into halftime 28-0 and then just winning the game 28-10. Yeah. You still handed their ass to them, but only for a half. The defense did the rest.
Right.
So it is, it's very, I don't know how to put it, very, I guess no other way to put it, very good to see him sustaining drives. So that's really the only way to put it. I'm happy that that's happening. Dylan's making the right reads. And gosh, you look at the passing stats. I mean, Raiola went 15 for 21 for 222. 2 touchdowns and a QBR of just over 80. But then you look at the backups too. And we're going to be talking about Latif here in a second. But TJ Latif comes in for about a quarter and a half, almost the entire second half. And he goes 5 for 5 for 126 for a touchdown himself. Then you got Jalen Gramstad coming in. He goes 3 for 3 for 14 yards. So it didn't really matter who was in there at quarterback, it seemed. You got to say, Kenny, as far as the quarterback position, we haven't had depth like this in forever. Not to mention, knowing that, God forbid, something happens to Dylan, Latif can come in and he's more than capable of taking care of it.
Because he's getting reps.
Exactly.
He's getting reps. I mean, they're getting repetition is big, and game time repetition is the biggest factor in how well your backup is going to perform. I mean, let's go prime example. Brooke Behringer wasn't just sitting on the bench before Tommy got hurt. Brooke was playing in games.
Yep.
So when it was time for him to take over the helm, it was easy money. But you know who else was playing in games? Matt Turman.
Yes, sir. The Terminator.
So when Brooke was banged up, Matt Turman stepped in and did what he did. So it's, you know what I'm saying? It's important for players to get reps, because football is a injury away from changing your whole season.
You know that better than anybody.
It is what it is. And people don't understand that once certain positions go down, and if the other players aren't prepared, it can alter your season.
Yes. I
mean, we had prepared players in my senior year in 98, 99, but we had Bobby went down, Christo went down, Crouch was even banged, but then Crouch had to come in. So and then Frankie had switched to receiver. So that was another one that had changed position.
Right. Frankie
Yes.
London.
Yeah.
That's
So, I
right.
mean, you have to make sure that your backups are ready to play. And it took Crouch a little bit the first couple games to get his feet wet.
Oh, yeah.
But he was starting to get more prepared when Bobby went down, because now it's Monty and now Crouch is getting more reps.
Mm-hmm.
He's not splitting them as much with the twos. He's doing ones and twos.
Yep.
It makes a difference, man.
Makes a huge difference. I mean, and it tells me that these coaches have these kids prepared. They have these young men ready to go. It's literally next man up. It's not just saying that anymore. It literally is next man up. And I got to say, as far as offense goes, where our skill positions are, where our impact players are, I haven't felt this confident and this A-OK within 3 games in a long time. Not even last season. I didn't feel this comfortable and confident as I may have portrayed on the outside. Just saying.
Yeah, they look good, man. I mean, barring who we played and what they've done so far, they look good. They just need to keep building on it.
Absolutely.
And that's what you want to see. The more you win, the more confident you get.
That's right. That's why, back in the day, you'd schedule games like this. It's just like they said in the remake of The Longest Yard. You schedule the cream puffs. You beat the shit out of them. Get the confidence up for when you get into the bigger games. I'm not being an asshole for saying that. It's just the harsh truth and reality of college football.
That's what it is.
And now with the changes to some of the ways they're going to do the college football playoff, as far as how teams are selected and things and how the schedules are going to be looked at, sorry to say, for schools like Houston Christian, a lot of those games are going to start disappearing.
Which hurts them financially. Yeah.
Exactly. That's right where I was going with it. You knew exactly what I wanted to say. So,
yeah, they were used back in the days to get your players, like we said, reps, and get you rolling and get into the fabric of your conference games.
Yeah.
So, now with people having more conference games, Big Ten, and now the SEC going to that because people were ripping them about it, it's going to make a difference.
So.
But it always gets you prepared to go into it. So when teams started backing away from let's say the kickoff classics and all of those games.
Yeah.
Once we played in 94.
Yes.
I think they kind of moved away from that after that, because everyone was.
You didn't hear much about it after that. We played West Virginia and New Jersey.
Yeah, everyone was scared to take an early season loss because it weighed so much on you.
Well, you guys shut them out.
Yeah, you were going to be climbing the rest of the season. You know what I mean? Teams backed off, because I can recall. Honestly, I know Coach Osborne. I know he wanted to play Ohio State one year. They said no. Florida State said no. Arizona State said no.
Damn.
These things people outside of that bubble don't know. Arizona State after 96 said no the next year because their excuse was we lost a lot of players, and his thing was we lost a lot of players playing you guys in 96. But he was upset about that game, just so people don't know, because he, like I said, everything he said that happened in that game, he called that in practice. And he was like, what they're doing intentional. Late game for us. Think about it. I think it was like 7:38. That's like 10 o'clock. It was 10 o'clock Nebraska time.
Yeah.
Start.
Yeah, I think it was around 9, 10 o'clock was kickoff. I remember that.
Yeah. So we've been sitting in the hotel all day. That's nighttime for us. Our walkthrough was at like 10 or 11, maybe, or 9 or something. Arizona time, so it was like 11, 12 at night or something, because they were dedicating the field to Coach Cush that night. They had a big thing out there. So, yeah. Yeah, but
you gave me the way to use this, Kenny. Thank you. Here's what I think about all that.
But yeah, so so now, like you said, the way it's been set up for those games, they might go away, unfortunately, for the smaller schools, but they might get 1 or 2 instead of the 3 like they've been getting, and then you get right to the meat and fabric. I mean, look at the SEC now. Hell, you had Florida and LSU right now.
Yeah, Tennessee, Georgia.
Right now. You know what I mean? So
we'll see. I'm going to not to bring up any other team before we get going more on our game, but of all the shit our program has gone through, there's a lot of problems in Blacksburg right now. Virginia Tech, my God, Old Dominion yesterday, last night.
They beat them.
I am not sure what the finals. Okay, hold on. Old Dominion put up 45, but at one point that score was 31-0 Dominion. That was well into the third quarter.
That's crazy. Where were they in
Blacksburg?
Blacksburg?
Didn't score a point till sometime in that third quarter.
Yeah,
I watched the highlights. They look terrible.
I think they may have lost some of their luster. I don't know, bro. I mean, honestly, about the games yesterday, I literally watched the Nebraska game on mute because I was doing other stuff because they were beating the brakes off of them.
Yeah.
And then other college football, I kind of flicked through the channels, got a haircut, looked at tennis shoes, got ready to watch the fight.
Yeah, I'm with you. I felt kind of disconnected yesterday. I really did. Like after our game, I was like, I obviously had to work that night, but usually I'll stay awake, watch some more games. I was like, I think I'm gonna go lay down. I'm tired.
Yeah, and I think the only other score I saw that I kind of looked and saw, but I think I flicked it on, was like, I think Notre Dame was putting belt to ass to A&M early, then somehow, somewhere they collapsed. I think it was like 24-10 at the time. I turned it on there. And then next thing I know, I'm like, wait a minute, my uncle sent me a text because this guy's a habitual better.
Oh, God.
It was like, oh, nephew, so-and-so. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, huh? And then I look, and I'm like, oh, okay. No, and let me retract that. I did watch the end of the Georgia-Tennessee game.
How could most people not? I mean,
did watch that one.
Tennessee should have ran away with that, up 21-7 at one point, and then things just kind of collapsed.
Well, why did they lose?
Quarterback play, for one.
Why did they lose? Think about it.
You got me here, Kenny.
They stopped being aggressive.
Oh, they played
and put the damn ball in the hands of who? The kicker. The kicker.
I should have known. Yeah, and then he comes back and hits the one in overtime. The one that, puts you ahead by 3. But what did it really matter?
Yeah, you missed the one. You could have. Yeah. What are we doing here?
I should have known. I should have known what you.
Oh, when I saw what they were doing, I was like, oh, I literally said, oh shit, they're about to lose.
And even Ohio State struggled with Ohio in Columbus. That game was 13-9 into the third quarter.
Then they exploded. Yeah.
Yeah. Things started. Yeah, they started wearing down Ohio. But I mean, boy, we're starting to see some chinks in a lot of armors here.
Yeah. Did you see what you call it get tore up? What was that? South Carolina?
Yes, Vandy. My God.
Put a drumming on them.
Yes. I mean, Vandy might actually have something. That Pavio or whatever his name is, their quarterback, he might not have been lying during the offseason when he said that they're going to be contenders this year. But now let's stop. That is South Carolina.
Yeah. Don't make them a juggernaut.
No, I don't think they were deserving of any 11th rank at all. So,
SEC, man, they're always going to rank them high.
The bias. It's
they're going to rank them high.
Oh, sweet Jesus. All right. Not to get off topic or anything. All right. Staying on the offense, you look at the guys that were carrying the ball. I mean, great job by everybody, honestly. Nobody broke over 100, but I mean, Emmett only played the first half, and he had 13 carries for 78 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, yeah, great half. If double that, okay, cool. That's a great day. Then you had Quentin Ives was our leading rusher. He had 12 carries for 85 yards, averaging over 7 yards a carry and a touchdown himself. Now, the one thing I'll say about Quentin is you could tell he definitely doesn't quite have that breakaway speed like Emmett's got, but don't get in his way. Quentin has definitely bulked up because he put the hurting on some guys.
Yeah, bruiser. Big bruising back.
That guy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
you'll very seldom find a running back with all of the tools.
very
Big, fast, and speed. Those are anomalies. The Lawrences, the Amons,
yes,
the Leonard Fournettes, the Adrian Petersons.
Emmett
I'm just giving
Smith.
size and big. You know what I mean? But
Yep.
just big and fast. So
Yeah, even TJ Latif, he had 3 carries for 15 yards and a touchdown himself. And then you had carries by Raiola, which that was great. 4 carries by Kenneth Williams, 1 by Genatone, 1 by Isaac Dickey, 1 by Connor Booth. I mean, a lot of people are having some damn fun.
all right, get it in.
They did, and they got the work in. I gotta say, it almost seemed like the backup offensive line was opening more holes for Quentin than the starting O-line was for Emmett.
Wore them boys down.
They did. They really did. And I've got to give the backup O-line a lot of credit, because they were collapsing on that D-line and then getting to the second level. And then not to mention the backup receivers coming in, doing the downfield blocking, the crack blocks. Like you said, the stuff a lot of receivers don't like to do, but if you're coming here, you've got to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Love it.
Makes a difference.
Huge difference. Like a lot of people would say, what's the soundbite that's always used? That's a huge bitch.
Yeah, that's classic. Deuce Bigelow.
There we go. That's a huge bitch.
That's a huge bitch. Deuce Bigelow, baby.
God. Oh, I could spend the rest of the episode talking movies, but no, not going to do that. I will let everybody know, though, we're not going to do Husker social media on this episode for the simple fact that, look, it was Houston Christian. It was going to be a bunch of nitpicking, I'm sure. So I'm waiting till next week against Michigan. That's the time when I'm really going to get some juicy ones. Just saying, it's going to be some juicy ones. It's going to be full juice to the brim. I'm hoping in the right way. Hopefully. Just saying. All right. Then, I mean, you look at the receivers. It was a day for a couple of them. I mean, Dane Key, 4 receptions for 104 yards. He's averaging 26 yards a catch and a touchdown. Cortez Mills Jr. getting 3 catches for 98 yards, averaging almost 33 yards a catch and getting a touchdown. And Quentin Ives getting into the act, 2 for 36. Mosey, 3 for 26. Barney Jr., 3 for 22, but got that touchdown, which they said it was his first career touchdown when he got that. I'm like, no. He scored at least 1 that I remember last year, but it was his first of this year, but not the first of his career. So, Barney, don't worry. We got you covered, brother. We know that wasn't the first year career. Don't worry about that. And don't worry, we know you're not watching or listening to this right now anyway, but if you ever do, just know that we knew. That's all I need to tell you. But Kenneth Williams getting out there, 1 for 20. Hunter getting 1 for 16. Harburg getting 1 for 13. That was awesome. Booth, 2 for 11. Lindenmeyer only had 1 catch for 9 yards. That was kind of surprising when I saw that. I was like, wow. So Raiola's really not locking in on one certain guy. But if he's got somebody he knows is hot for a game, he's going to get it to him. So that's a great thing to see. And then, of course, Emmett, 2 catches for 7 yards out of the backfield. So once again, I mean, Dane Key showing us why he was so sought after in the transfer portal coming from Kentucky and why we wanted him, because he can perform. He absolutely can. Oh, you're muted, Kenny. You're muted.
Is that number 6?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That 18 threw me off on that stat they got with him. I don't know why they didn't update his number on the thing. They had him still as 18.
That's right. Yeah, he got voted to have the single digit probably after they put all that out.
Oh, okay, because it keeps throwing me off. I'm like, what the hell is that? he had a good game, man. I mean, he had a good game. I mean, but we're balanced right now offensively, so it's going to open up those type of games for receivers, just like vice versa. If receivers, we're open up, throwing the ball down the field, it's going to open up the running game because the defense has to make the adjustments. See, it should always be when you're playing in a game that the offense is dictating what the other team is doing. It should never be the other way around.
Yeah.
It should never be the other way around. If the defense is dictating what you're doing, you've lost.
Yep.
I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, that's good to see them spreading it around. Like I said, everyone's getting the chance to do their thing. And yeah, I like it.
He knew Dane was the one on fire that day, so he was trying to find a way to get him the ball. Hunter may not have been yesterday, so that is what it is. And the great thing is we can tell we don't have greedy receivers. They don't care if they only have one catch a game or even 0 catches a game. As long as they're out there doing their job and they get to see that on the film and the coaches see it on film.
Right.
That's all. That's the only thing they need to know.
You don't have anybody in there crying.
No. And it's great to see a guy like yeah, enough of that shit. We're done with that around here. Then you see a guy like Cortez Mills Jr. getting his first career touchdown, I believe it was. And man, that kid can play. He can play. And he said in an interview afterwards, it is what he dreamed of since he got here. So, nice. I mean, I was happy for the young man. Did a wonderful job there. So, and then, hell, let's go right to the defensive side. Much better, in my opinion. The run defense was a little bit better. Still allowed some things, but we were seeing more pressure. I believe we got a sack or 2. I'm not even entirely sure on that one. But then, of course, the scoop and score, the fumble and the scoop and score by Williams. I
big boy when he was trugging along.
This last name Nwaneri, I think, is how it's pronounced. Nwaneri. Nwaneri. Sure, I'm going with that. But yeah, I'm glad he kept going too, because it looked like he was slowing up around that 10-yard line, and he had a guy coming off of his right that was going to punch that ball out.
It was hilarious. Run, Forrest, run is what I was saying. Run, better run, boy, hurry up.
And the picture I used for him, it's the one from that too, and it's a perfect shot from the front as he's running toward the end zone. And yeah, you can tell maybe he's always been like a lineman type player, because I'm not so sure he's carried the ball a whole lot in his career.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Because I started laughing. I saw the movement without the chorus, but I heard the music when he was running to Juvenile and Soldier Slim slow motion for me. Doom, 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 because he was running in slow motion. It was ridiculous, man. It was
Williams, we love you, dude. Once again, we know you're probably not watching or seeing this, but dude, it was hilarious. Thank
buddy had the heavy feet, clunk, clunk, clunk.
Yeah, clunk. Damn well the teammates are giving him some sort of shit.
Oh man, they're on his neck about that.
But it's all love, though. That's the thing, and he knows it. He knows it. So yeah, defense really did their job. Secondary. There were times that it seemed like they were playing a little too soft in coverage. I would have liked to seen things tighten up a little bit when we noticed that they weren't really going to try and beat us deep, because they knew they couldn't. So they're going for those 6 to 10 yard passes, that dip and dunk type of shit that just irritates defense.
And that's why they had that time of possession numbers.
Exactly.
Even though they didn't have the yards
or the points.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm happy with the defense. I really am. I think they've played really well the first 3 games. Obviously, I want the run defense cleaned up a little better. That's where I'm worried about next week, because you get to somebody like Michigan and that Underwood, he's a scrambler. He knows how to run. He isn't comfortable in loud crowds, though. We found that out their game in Oklahoma and Norman. Crowds can get to him. They can rattle him.
Yeah, if everyone keeps their assignments and keeps him in the pocket, and make him have to beat you with his arm, then we're good there, which is going to play right into our strength, which is the secondary.
Yes.
So if the interior people can clog those holes up and our backers can do their assignments and keep him contained, they should be fine. So
I think so. Yeah. I hope Butler's already planned on having at least one spy on Underwood that entire game. Do not allow him to break containment, because he's going to hurt you with his legs. He is a very capable thrower, but he's a true freshman. That's the thing. We got to remember that. He can be rattled early. So, yeah, defense during this one, I wanted that shutout. I wanted 2 shutouts in a row. I was greedy. I'm the one nitpicking at how they allowed that one. So that's really the only thing I can nitpick about. Penalty-wise, we had 4 for, I think, only 45 yards. Nothing that is really going to kill a team. None of them happened in what would be considered critical situations in bigger games. So I'd say all in all, this might have been the better game that we've played in my mind as far as complete. We saw both sides of the ball play well. Special teams played well. I got to figure out why the hell they keep kicking like the first kickoff out of bounds damn near every time. I don't know what the hell is going on there.
They don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, they are who they are. They're a strange breed of fellas. That's all I'm going to say about that. A strange breed of fellas.
They really are. So it really was, as far as I'm concerned, out of the first 3 games, the more complete game that we've played. Yeah. But that is just my opinion. I'm sure I will be disagreed with by somebody because we have more yardage against Akron, 0 points against Akron. Statistically, yes, you could go back and look and say that, Akron probably was a statistically better game. But as far as the eye test on all 3 phases of the game, that was probably the more complete game we've played so far.
Totally agree.
Man.
Yeah.
So
of
course it was.
They'll find something to complain about.
We're Husker fans. You know we will. We can't help ourselves. Like the shirt says, dude.
Somebody's going to done something.
Yeah. Like, what's that shirt say? We almost always win? Or
that's hilarious.
Almost win?
Yeah. My mom saw that and was like, I need that shirt.
That's how far we had fallen.
She was like, that is hilarious.
When stuff like that becomes swag, eesh. Oh boy, there are issues. There's issues, folks, but hopefully not anymore. I mean, I'm happy with what the coaching staff's showing us. I'm hoping that besides maybe the Cincinnati game, the last 2 have been extremely vanilla as far as what they're showing in coverages on defense or even stunts, things like that, any packages. Same, I hope, is on offense, really holding a lot back, figuring they could for Michigan. So, I mean, I really hate to already deviate off of this game, but it's kind of a yawner. I cheered every time we scored or did something right, and I got pissed when they didn't get the stops on 3rd downs and 4th downs by the backups. But it was one of those where finally we could say, well, we knew we were going to win this.
Yeah. I mean, blowouts, even if it's how can I say it?
Even if it's a better team,
don't really keep your attention. No. Watch and watch this. And this is case in point. Did the Georgia TCU game keep your attention?
Not a chance.
And national championship.
Not a chance.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And those were supposedly 2. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Playing for the national championship. So sometimes when imagine watching one team in a I hate to say it, gosh, an inferior team. That's
really no other way to say it.
Getting taken behind the woodshed. You're really not going to be paying attention to what's going on. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing, not to be mean or sound crude or rude, but I mean, you're just like, okay. Because at that point, you're expecting the touchdowns and all of those things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you're just wondering when the next one's coming.
Yeah. And I knew early, I was like, oh, they can't do anything. And they're going to punt again and we're going to score. I mean, I think when they got that one first down on the pass play or something where he barely got it, I was like, whoo, they got the first down.
When they crossed midfield, I was like, shit, damn it.
Yeah. I was like, they got a first down. Woo, thank goodness.
They needed something. They really did.
They needed a lot more than something. They needed a lot. That was crazy.
Well, they got one good player on that team, and I'll say that's their running back, man. He knew how to move. He wasn't going down on the first hit. I mean, good for him. Hopefully
he's ready for action. He's ready for action.
I think so. There you go.
Woo, gotta get a pop there.
I heard that.
Woo.
Good Lord, man. You good? You didn't break anything?
Nah, ready for action, baby.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Kenny. Now, I'll go ahead and give a quick announcement since this is going to be a quick episode here because this is just, like I said, a yawner of a game. I'll go ahead, let everybody know, Kenny, you're going to be in for the Michigan game in Lincoln because they're honoring the 95 team. Luckily, I have found a way to con your ass into coming to Fremont the very next day to Crush Pizza and Ale House in Fremont, Nebraska, where we're going to record together. We've never been able to actually record one of our episodes together, like in person.
Is Easy Money go be there? Matt go be there?
That is the plan so far. He said so far everything's good to go on his end. Cool. He should be there. We're going to get some pizza. We're going to talk the Husker game. Hopefully be talking a Husker win against Michigan. So, yeah, anybody that's listening or watching, you get a chance. Crush Pizza and Ale House in Fremont, Nebraska. Myself, Kenny, Matt, we're going to be there live and in person doing our recording to recap the Michigan game. So figured just let the cat out the bag. Screw it.
Let them know what's happening.
All right. So like I told everybody, no Husker social media this week. So we're going to get right down to it as far as our field generals of the week. This one kind of went a little off script here. Maybe not defensively, but definitely offensively. So defensively, I decided to go with, of course, Williams Nwaneri because the scoop and score. And I mean, yeah, look, the running motion and the way it looked may not have been the best we've ever seen, but he had the wherewithal to scoop that sucker up and truck his ass on in for 6.
Hey, those gloves are fire.
Aren't they?
Yeah,
dude, and how have I not even brought – I'll bring it up here in a second. Okay, Jesus, I'm getting off topic now. But offensively, TJ Latif. I mean, coming in the last 2 weeks and doing what he's done, I believe – I know he was a 5 for 5 this week. I want to say he was 4 for 4 last week. This man hasn't had an incompletion yet.
He's on fire.
He is way on fire, and he's the backup. So – TJ Latif's taking it for offensive field general of the week. Had to. I mean, great performance to come in, not be rattled. Yes, I know it was at home and everything. Jeez, calm down. But he played great, and you could tell he's very comfortable coming in and taking over for the offense at any time.
Yeah, and he looked good doing it. I mean, even though it's in limited duty, and he's not facing everything that everyone else is facing at the start of the game because of the situation it's in at the time. But he's looking good, and he's going in there. He's executing. I'm sure the coaches are glad to see that. He's not coming in there doing what was good buddy's name. Oh, man.
Talking last year?
Buddy before that, when he got hurt, Jeff Sims, when he came back in after. And it was like, what are you doing, bro? You were the starter, and you came back in, and you turning the wrong way on a handoff. I mean, goodness gracious. That was crazy.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that one too.
I mean, wow.
Oh shit.
Wow. Boy.
All right, so I mean, there you go. Offensive, defensive field generals of the week. I thought they all played great, so this was really actually very hard to choose. I just figured if you're on defense, you get a scoop and score. And it's been one of those games where it's just everybody did their job. I guess the guy that stood out, it's not a knock on anybody else's play. It's not a knock on him not dominating a game or something like that, but it's the fact that you're a defensive lineman and you got to score, dude. So big guys get a score. Big guys usually go and get a field general of the week. We get an offensive lineman that scores a touchdown off a fumble or something. He's getting it.
Yeah, man, you got to show the big sexy some love, man.
You
show
do.
them a little love. Show the big sexy some love out there. Yeah. The hard bodies. Show them some love.
Hell yeah. All right. So, I mean, this was easy. This was easy to do. We'll go ahead and get the hell out of here for now. Kenny, I mean, I've handed over the reins, brother. I mean, take us on out. Tell everybody what the hell to do.
Hey, man, you know where to find us. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, everywhere, all platforms, and on Twitter, because Brian is an assassin on there. The Husker Army Podcast. That's how he attacks everyone who's attacked the Nebraska. Hey, you Iowa people, we don't like you. I don't like you, and I've never played you, but you're still tomato cans to me. But you know where to find us. So, with all of that, host Brian Knutzen, co-host Kenny Cheatham, co-host Matthew Sass. That man cooks up some stuff. He made a pot roast. He made some ribs. Shout out to you, brother. You always stirring some stuff up, man. Chef Matty. That's what I'm going to start calling. Stirring it up, stirring the pot. Hey, you know where to find us. So, with that, at ease and salute. We're out of here.
And the red unis were sick.
Nasty.
A Hurrdat Sports Network production.